I'm gonna do my own thing, though it may cause a hullabaloo.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
You know, it's such a crazy world. I'm so grateful to have this bright spot in my life. I'm so grateful to see you. It's a great shot in the arm to me, and I know we can be there for each other too in this crazy world. Let's raise our vibration by singing this wonderful song by Daniel Nema called Higher Place. Doesn't that sound like a great invitation? Higher place. Let's go to the higher place. All right. Sing along. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry.
You're going to start over.
Far beyond this time and space, up to a higher place. I feel my soul
Happy first Sunday of 2026 at the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living, where transformation happens. Today is also the 3rd anniversary of Reverend Cindy becoming our senior minister. Wow. It's been a great 3 years. Many, many more. 30 or so. I'm Linda Brewer, and I'm so grateful that I have the privilege of welcoming all of you here in the room and those of you love streamers in our Facebook and YouTube places. Please say hello if you're out there so that we know that you've been here with us. All right, our center is a spiritual community that teaches a philosophy for daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among religions. We honor every pathway by which people seek to know and connect with the divine, and we work on our individual consciousness so that we can help make the world a better place. So if you will, I invite you to say with me our promise statement. We promise to embody love, compassion, and kindness everywhere we go, and to be the peaceful presence we want to experience in this world. We recognize the divine oneness in everyone and everything, including all living creatures, Mother Earth, and the universe. We promise to be generous, sharing our time, talents, and treasures as we serve from the highest truth, that love is the way. Recognizing and embodying this love for all, we help create a world that works for everyone. Thank you. Sue, it's so good to have you back with us. We've missed you. It's great to see you doing so well. Our theme this month is the wisdom of science of mind, where we follow the CSL's January tradition of focusing on the first 4 chapters of the Science of Mind textbook. Fortunately for all of us, Reverend Edwin Vion has written a summary in a little more readable text, and we're going to use that. It is available to download. It's a PDF. You can download it on our website. There's a link in our newsletter. And also, it is available if you would like to have it on Kindle. I'm pretty sure it's even free on Kindle. So if you'd rather have it in that kind of form, or you can actually buy the book. So, all right. Our practitioners serving today are Theresa Martin, sharing a reading, a time of sacred silence before our centering music connects us with that spirit within, and then she'll lead us in prayer. We have Therrell Hinckley over here holding high watch, knowing that the best and highest is unfolding as we share this sacred time together. Our 9:30 book study group continues to meet at 9:30. It's a revolutionary concept. They meet in the retreat center downstairs. It's led by Reverend Myrna Hurst, and they are focusing this month on Edward Vion's book. So please enjoy that. All right, do we have anyone here for the first time? If so, if you'd raise your hand, we'd love to welcome you. Okay, right back here, right here. We're so glad to have you with us. If you haven't already done so, we have some information for you about our center and the things we believe in the lobby, and I think we have a gift of Free Science of Mind magazine. And we just affirm for you that you will experience a blessing here this morning. So thanks so much for being with us. We're so very glad to have you. All right. As I share the highlights of what's going on, remember you can always find this information on our website, spirituallyfree.org. And we have a wall of flyers out there that has everything coming up. And we have an awesome hospitality team who are in the lobby and who are there to answer any questions. It's much quicker than submitting a question on the website, although we do respond to those too. But if there's anything you're unsure about and would like to know, please see our wonderful hospitality team after the service. All right, so here's some highlights of the things you probably want to know. We had an incredible, fantastic burning bowl here on Wednesday night. Every seat was filled. We were having to bring in chairs. And what we did that night was we released everything we didn't want to carry with us into the new year. We actually burned it. It went up in flames. And then Reverend Cindy led us in a visioning for what our highest self would like to see unfold this year. And during and after that visioning, we wrote ourselves a letter, which we put in an envelope and sealed and left here. And the center will mail those back in December. If you missed the service and would like to be part of that, the service is online. You could do the same thing and then just bring us the envelope. And we'll put your letter in an envelope and we'll send it out. So, all right. We have a new Zoom-only class beginning next week, January 12th, on Mondays from 7 to 9 p.m., led by our practitioner, Selena Baugh. This will be based on the book, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. The flyer's in the hallway, and it's on the website if you want to know how to register. If you want to take the class, Selena asks that you do read the first chapter before the first class because it is a group discussion and you'll want to know what you're talking about. So please sign up for that if you're interested in doing it so that you can get the Zoom link because that's the only way to get on there. Also, our next certificated class, I'm just briefly going to tell you, is Self-Mastery. It will begin February the 26th. Reverend Cindy will be leading that, and we'll have all that information on the wall on the website. Okay. Next Sunday, our practitioners will be doing the Wall of Prayer. I'm at the end of Reverend Cindy's talk. This will now be a regular part of our Sunday service on the second Sunday every other month, excuse me. We only have second Sundays monthly, not weekly. All right. This is a great opportunity to do a quick one-on-one prayer with a practitioner, and if you've never done that, it's a great way to kind of dip your toes in seeing what that's like for you. So we hope you will plan to be here next week and take advantage of that, especially if you've never had a practitioner pray for you. So it's a great thing. All right, on Saturday, January 31st from 9 a.m. to noon, we will have the second of our Be Jedi workshops. This one is on Zoom only. Be Jedi stands for Belonging, Justice, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. It's being led by Reverend Chris Alexander. The workshop is designed to help all of us in this divided world recognize the things that unconscious biases we have, and recognize those. It's to help us learn how to better understand people who may be different than we are, and to help us really experience love for everyone. Because that is our divine mission, is to create a world that works for everyone, and we can't do that if we're hating other people. So, thank you. And the center is paying for this because we believe in our mission to help create a world that works for everyone, and this is a way to help do that. So please, everyone's invited. Tell your family, tell your friends, tell your neighbors. We welcome everyone to be part of this, and it was pretty fantastic. I did the last one, so I invite you to please take part in this. All right, today's the first Sunday of the month, in addition to being the first Sunday of the year. And on first Sundays following the service, we offer a free learning opportunity called Spiritual Principles and Practices. Today, Reverend Myrna is leading that, and she will discuss the spiritual principle of creation and the spiritual practices of affirmative prayer and gratitude. There's a light lunch provided for the people staying for that, and so we encourage you to take advantage of that. It's a great opportunity to dive more deeply into the principles that we teach here on Sunday morning with Reverend Cindy's great talks. All right, so that will be downstairs in the retreat center. All right, this is where I always remind you that our center was founded on it. It is grounded in prayer. Our professional prayer practitioners are here to pray for you, to know the best and highest for you, especially if you're struggling with something. You know, help us get that burden off. Let us help you get that burden off your back. So the practitioners are available in the hall across the way, in the room across the... Maybe time for me to retire. I don't know. They're available across the hall in the practitioner room to do a prayer with you after the service if you would like that. So please take advantage of that. And all right. So right now I invite you to allow Theresa's reading, a time of sacred silence, to connect you with that spirit that lives within. And then after our centering music, she will lead us in prayer.
This piece is from adapted from The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes, and it's part of the booklet that we're doing, the summary of The Science of Mind, and this is by Edward Villon. Okay. We live in a universe of pure intelligence. Intuitively, we sense that in our native state, we are all some part of this eternal and pure intelligence. But we find ourselves confused, conflicted, and fearful, and sometimes afraid of the universe and suspiciousness of people that are around us. Learning to trust that all of life is a manifestation of the one infinite intelligence, we begin to be happy, prosperous, and well. The storehouse of nature may be filled with good, but this good is locked by our ignorance and our relationship to the infinite intelligence. And it is unlocked by the power of the conscious thought to direct the subconscious mind.
There is one love. There is one power. There is one life eternal. God lives through me.
recognizing the words of that beautiful song that God lives in me, and I recognize that power. And recognizing the power as part of this claim that we do and that we know. As we know it, it comes to us, it is in us, around us, and through us at all times. We are always part of it. Sometimes we forget, sometimes we get distracted, but it is always there. And in that beautiful silence of the oneness, silence of meditation, we connect with that. We connect with the all that is, the power of the one life, that one life that is in every aspect of the universe, every aspect and every condition. So we know that that power is here with us at all times. I tap into that power as I say my prayer. I tap into that power as my meditation comes through me. I tap into that power in all of the ways that I acknowledge its presence. So right here and right now, I acknowledge the presence in each and every one. I acknowledge that goodness that all here are serving honorably and beautifully, and those that are giving their time and energy in volunteering, all our teams, our AV team, our music team, our practitioner team, our volunteer team, our Reverend Cindy's, and our teachers. Every aspect here is part of that oneness, that wholeness, and I bless each and every one that gives their time, energy, and is here constantly with their inner power, that inner magnificence that they are. So for all of that, I give thanks. I release my word as together we say, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Theresa. Well, this is one of my favorites, community songs. It fits right in with the theme this month, makes some great affirmations. It was written by a practitioner from California, John Meek. Let's sing this together. Have fun with it. It's a fun song. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
There is one life, there is one love, there is one infinite presence. I am one with God, I am one with God. There is one life, there is one love, there is one infinite presence. I am one with
Thanks for singing along. I'm so pleased to introduce our special music today. Wonderful singer, songwriter, in a powerful duo, the best part, in my opinion, of a duo with Mr. Will Baxter, but we get to hear Mary Tebbs by herself. You get to hear songs she wrote, and they fit so beautifully with the theme for today. Let's bring up with a big, warm welcome, Mary Tebbs.
Thank you, Rick, and thank you, everyone here. Raj, thank you. I have a confession. Will was supposed to be here with me today, and I just want to take accountability for him not being here. That is on me. I thought he said yes, and he didn't, so. Yeah, thank you. I'm happy. I'm very happy to be here, and I get to have some angelic voices singing with me today. Thank you. Not long ago, my world came crashing down on me, and I almost drowned inside my fears. I cried so many tears at times I couldn't see, and it was all that I could do to just keep breathing. And when I recognized that life was mine to choose, well, I could not excuse the beauty all around me. 'Cause I have a choice in every moment. I can feel my every feeling. I can bring some light to where there is a light. So tell me, how can you take what's ahead of you and make it light? I twisted up my love till I was blinded, and the untangling became my heart's desire. And with my mind on fire, I thirsted to be free. And when I opened up my eyes to see with feeling, and then the oneness of the world became my home, well, I began to own the beauty that is me and you. 'Cause I have a choice in every moment. I can feel my every feeling. I can bring some light to where there is a light. So tell me, how can you take what's ahead of you and make it light? Tell me, take what's ahead of you and make it light. 'Cause the darkest of our moments, they hold great possibility. The gift that's in the journey awaits our true discovery. And love is the key. 'Cause I have a choice in every moment. I can feel my every feeling. I can bring some light to where there isn't light. So tell me, how can you take what's ahead of you and make it light? Tell me, how can you take what's ahead of you and make it light? Go on and make it light.
Thank you, Mary. That was beautiful and perfect for today. We get to choose this thing called life. And I love Science of Mind because we learn here that we are the creators of our life. So, first of all, Happy New Year. Yes. And Sue, so happy to have you back. And Theresa, so happy to celebrate. Yesterday was her birthday. And here we are, a new year, January. And our theme, the wisdom of Science of Mind. And my talk today, the thing itself. But I have a tagline. It's not just the thing itself. There's only one thing happening here. I'll get into that. So January is not just an invitation to begin a new calendar year. It's an invitation to reset, realign, and remember how these universal principles work. That's why every January we go back to the basics of Science of Mind. It made me pull out my original text here. 20 some odd years ago, 24, 25 years ago, when I was studying to be a practitioner, I went to my mom's house, and she lived out in Santa Rosa, and her partner Stan had a big bookcase. Well, I had forgotten my books. I needed to do my reading for my practitioner studies. So I went downstairs and I just stood in front of this big bookshelf. And lo and behold, in front of me was the Science of Mind. This is a original 1926 text. So little doubt that I was on my path, right? So years later, my mom's partner, Stan, gifted me this for a birthday. Yeah. So I love this. Now, there's something that I read in here that I never noticed before. And it's very earnest, so you have to kind of bear with me with this. But it just reminded me of what we're talking about today and the song that you sang, Mary. Now, this book is very different than the books that we purchase when we study in our classes. So it's not kind of laid out the same, but before it even begins, there's a little poem here. It's called Yourself. Didn't know I was going to do this, but here we go. It's perfect for these times that are happening now. Oh, weary heart, laden with earth's weight and care. Oh, feet stumbling on the way, bleeding and bare. Oh, arms outstretched and hands upheld in prayer. Oh, back, which is so oft has felt the lash and the rod. Oh, soul, which cries aloud for the living God. Oh, life, struggling to free itself from the clod? Know this, there is no power from without. Yourself must answer every fear and meet every doubt with some divine indwelling power, which you yourself, upon yourself, shall shower, and giving take, and taking give, unto the life which you yourself shall live. So I think as I get into these principles, you'll be on the same alignment with me. This talks to me, this poem tells me that all the power that we need is right here. It's not in the book or in all those books on those bookshelves that we have. It's right here because there's only one thing happening here. So, these basic principles of science of mind, they're not just basic, they're profound. The first 4 chapters that we study are the foundation of these principles that we teach and we study and we practice. Think of them like the scaffolding that holds everything together, all these universal principles. So, we have this wonderful accompaniment of the first 4 chapters written by Reverend Edward Fionn. It's only 10 pages, you guys. Everyone can do this month. And it goes over the first 4 chapters. It's powerful. You don't even have to print it. You can just look at the PDF. So, I love that this makes it accessible because we know that Ernest Holmes can be wordy, and also his words are from 1926, and they spoke differently back then. So to the modern day mind, you might just get caught up in, what does that mean? So this is a great way to have the understanding of the basics. So, one thing I loved about Ernest Holmes, and I think I had a conversation recently about this, is he always said that you want to do in science of mind is you always want to stay open at the top. Stay open at the top. And I remember that was one of the first things that I heard when I went into a Center for Spiritual Living 20 some odd years ago. I think it's close to 30 years now. And that, for me, really meant a lot. Because when I walked in those doors, I wasn't there to be preached at. In fact, I remember the minister saying, if something doesn't align with your values, take it and put it in your mental trash can. Then it's not for you. Take what works for you, what aligns with your truth. So, there's that old joke, you can't teach old dogma new tricks. You can't. But that's not what Ernest Holmes was all about. He understood that there was always new discoveries in science, in the universe, and he wanted us to take all of that into consideration. That's why, for me, the idea of religious doctrine has always been something that I'm like, oh, when someone comes to me and says, oh, this is the only way, I'm like, ah! I know there's many ways. Just like there's many ways that we do self-care. There's many ways that we take care of ourselves in this world. Not one way works for every person. The same thing with philosophy. With spirituality, we all have our own path. So, the other thing I want to say about these first four weeks is, if the word God doesn't work for you, feel free to swap it out. Use what does work for you. Spirit, goddess, oneness, allness, goodness, universe, the force. There's so many ways. Don't let yourself be avoiding your spiritual truth because there's a word that just kind of gets you. I had to go through that coming into this philosophy. I came from Judaism. That's how I was brought up. So when I first heard them talking about Jesus and these other Bible stories, I kind of had a little tweak, I couldn't really get it until I got it. Oh, Jesus as teacher. Jesus as showing us what Christ consciousness is. I totally got it, but I didn't get it the moment I walked in the door. It took me some time to assimilate. So, metaphysics, I want you to know, is for everyone. Not just for those scholars that, that are these great thinkers. It's simply, and this is said by Edward in his book, it's simply the study of life and the nature of the laws of life. It is a study based on understanding that we live in a spiritual universe and that God is in and through and around us. Metaphysics speaks to the understanding of relationships between the universe and our mind. So again, we don't have to think only those profound, deep thinkers get this stuff. We are all thinkers. We all get it in the way that we get it. Like, have you ever had a friend that can tell you the lines of every movie they've ever seen? Or recall, lines from a book? I have a lot of friends like that. I'm not like that. I get it differently. I get it, I embody things differently. When I understand it, I can speak to it, but I put it in my own words. Some people are really good at having that memorization, that can remember every single word the way it was written. It doesn't mean that one is less or more intellectual or gets it more than the other. It just comes through differently. That's why we're all so unique. So, one of the things that we talk about in the first 4 chapters, or in this chapter, is that intelligence or oneness or God or spirit, whatever you call it, does not play favorites. There's no one up there in the sky, Big Daddy in the sky, saying, Mary, you get all the goodies. Deliana, maybe a few. No, it doesn't work like that. Right? It might feel like that. I know I've felt like that in the past when I've seen other people doing similar things to myself in life, and they seem to have more than what I have. Like, why do they get the goodies and I don't get the goodies? The truth is that these spiritual principles work the same for everybody, just like gravity. If you're going to drop the apple, it's going to fall to the floor. Gravity works 100% of the time. Oh, wow. What if you took that thought and you knew that these spiritual principles work 100% of the time? What if you really trusted it all the time? For me, it would make life a whole lot more peaceful. Because I know that when things that are happening seem like they're contrary to what I'm wanting in my life, that it is in perfect alignment for my highest good and what I'm here to be. Right, Sue? She knows that with her experience that she's had. Everything that's happened is in alignment with who she is meant to be, sitting here and right now. I know this for you, my friend, and I know that you know that for yourself. So, divine nature is in everyone. And I've said this before when I did some studies with Greg Braden. He says that divinity is in humanity. That's where our divinity lies. So in this humanness, this sometimes yuckiness that we see out there, lies divinity. How about that? Yeah, big sigh. How about that? With everything that's going on, there's divinity within the center of everything. Because there's only one thing happening here. The thing itself. So, a principle, what these spiritual principles that we study, is definitely a fundamental truth. A spiritual truth. And again, I'm not going to tell you what you're supposed to believe, Linda, because Linda only believes what Linda wants to believe, right? We have to take it in and see if it fits for us. Does that truth fit for us? I know when I've heard spiritual truths, instantly, I might not have understood it intellectually, but I knew it was true. Have you ever had those moments? When I used to listen to Reverend Michael Bernard Beckwith when I first got to Agape, that's how I felt. What is this man saying? But I knew it was true. So, these fundamental truths, they get to work the same for everyone based on your understanding and what you believe. That's why sometimes people say, well, prayer works for this person, but not for me. The person that believes prayer works has that understanding that prayer works. So I want to give you 3 essential truths from this chapter that we're studying this week. The first one is oneness. There's only one life, there's only one light, there's only one energy, there's one intelligence. That oneness we experience individually because we're all unique emanations of that one. But yet, we can never be separate from it. Happy to see you, Chris. We can never be separate from that which we are. So everything that happens in our life, even when we're going through a rough patch, is that of the one. We can never be disconnected. We can never be forgotten. And remember, there's no cosmic scorekeeper in the sky keeping track of you. I know some religions use that to keep people on the straight and narrow, but that's not who we are here. No one in this room or online is a mistake. No one in this room or online needs to be fixed. I know sometimes we judge ourselves. Why do I do it differently than other people? Maybe I feel like I'm not as smart or I'm not as whatever. The truth is, we are all emanations of the one, and in that oneness, we can never be separate from that which we are. We are life. We are love. We are light. We are beauty. So oneness. We all arrive with this perfect divine pattern of wholeness. We come in that way, we go out that way. The next one is all thought is creative. All of it. Our thinking matters. Holmes said, to learn how to think is to learn how to live. Every conscious thought, every unconscious belief, every habitual story, our minds are creating from those places all the time. Every moment. Not occasionally. All the time, Sherry, all the time. The subconscious can be a taskmaster that keeps us stuck. Yet, our faithful servant that carries our highest vision into form is our consciousness, our awareness. In Buddhism, they teach everything that happens to us is the result of what we have thought, said, or done. We alone are responsible for our lives. Yeah, that can be a hard one to swallow. You know, we can't blame someone else. We get to be responsible for our lives. But see, in that place where it feels like, ooh, then I can't blame my mother, my father, my teacher, my brother, my sister. Well, folks, there's power in that. Because we get to be the creators of our lives if we really understand that. And I don't say that so that you beat yourself up. Look, if I'm walking around and I'm, many of you know I'm in the healing process. I got a new knee a couple of months ago. And I forget sometimes that I got a new knee. So what I did this morning when I went downstairs to the bathroom was I actually took the stairs to say to my body, hey, you can do this now. You have a new knee. You don't have to take the elevator. And I went down the stairs and I was like, hey, that was easier than I thought it would be. That's better than it used to be, and I know it's going to get better and better, right? But if I let my thinking control that I can't do it because I haven't been doing it and it doesn't feel comfortable to do stairs, then I'm going to keep myself stuck. I have to trust that the doctors did a fabulous job. And then I've done my exercises and my PT work so that I can do all the things that I wanted to do with this wonderful new body part. So, thinking is so important. And I'm not talking about necessarily the fleeting thoughts, because we all have those fleeting thoughts that kind of can be scary. Like sometimes when I was on my bike, I'd go, oh, but what if I hit that rock? And I'd go, oh, cancel. I'd catch myself right away. I'm not talking about the ones that kind of come and go. I'm talking about the ones that really steer the bike here, that really steer the way, that drive the bus, right, Rick? Those thoughts that, keep coming up over and over, those thoughts about not being whole and healthy or not being abundant or not having great relationships, those thoughts that they keep manifesting. Look at what your life has manifested and you'll see what you've been thinking. So that was number 2. All thought is creative. The third one is right here on our wall. I am. The name of the one thing. Spirit, God, energy, goodness is the great I am. Every time you say I am, you are affirming life into form. Not just when you're praying, not just when it's a conscious thought, always. That's why when I start thinking, oh, I'm feeling tired, I had to train myself. I would say, oh, I'm tired. Do I want to affirm my I am as tired? No. I might feel tired. That's fine. But think about what you put after I am. I remember, wow, this is like taking me back in the way back machine, my early days of Science of Mind. That was such a profound concept. What do you affirm when you say I am? I am broke. I am sad. I am lonely. Think about it. You can feel a certain way. You can be going through something in particular. But if you're going to keep affirming that, that is creating your life. the difference. Listen to the difference. I am tired versus I am feeling low energy. I must need a nap. Completely different frequency. How about I am broke opposed to I am grateful for every dollar in my bank. I am grateful I can pay this bill today. I used to do that. When I paid my bills, I'd be grumpy, like I had money, now I'm paying these bills, and now the money's gone. No. What if you sit in gratitude for, remember those days, I'm aging myself here, that we used to write checks for our bills? And on mine, I learned that I would write on there, TYG, thank you, God. So I didn't want to be like, boo, I'm paying a bill. I wanted to say, yay, I'm grateful I can pay this bill. It's a little bit different now when it just kind of comes out automatically. You have to kind of bring it to your forefront, like, wow, look, there's money in the bank account, yay. You know, instead of, oh, it's only, I'm broke, I only have this. No, yay, this is what I do have. My bills are paid. I can buy lunch today. I can put gas in my car today. All those things that we do on a daily basis. So, here's a little practice for us to do. I want you to just say this to yourself. I am pure spirit. I am pure spirit. Now I want you to just look at someone else in the room and say that to the other person that you're looking at. I am pure spirit. I am pure spirit. Do you feel that power in the I am? There's a frequency that it carries. There was a comedian that I watched, and basically the time I saw her do her comedy bit, she realized that she was talking bad about herself to make people laugh. And what she said was, I'm not doing that anymore. And it was so powerful. She still managed to get the audience laughing, but she said, I am no longer going to tell people, you know, how fat or lazy or this or that I am to get a laugh. I am done with creating that life over and over again. What are you creating for your life when you're talking to yourself? So, James Timon, author of Non-Dual Universe, reminds us everything begins and ends in the mind. The first thought that entered when you were born and the last thought when you leave is, I am. I am. If you ever forget, just look at our wall. I am. So, here's an invitation. Go ahead and download this. Look at it online or print it out. These first 4 chapters are rich, deep, and life-changing. I know that it changed my life. The minute I walked into a center like this and I heard these principles, I said, there's something here for me. This is how I want to live. Download this, and if you can get up early enough, come join Reverend Myrna the next 3 weeks in the book study. That way, if there's something you have a question about, bring it to the room and have a conversation about it. It's powerful stuff. Because what I know is every time I reread this book, and I've read it many times and I'll keep reading it because I'm not the same person that read it 30 years ago, or 20 years ago, or 10 years ago, or 5 months ago. So every time I pick up this book, it changes my life. I want you to know that Ernest Holmes, the reason that he wrote this book, because he knew it would change people's lives. He did not want a religious organization, really. That wasn't what he was about. He knew that these principles could help people have a better life. And that's why he wrote this. He took those commonalities in all the religions and he put them together, the philosophers, these universal principles that have been around for thousands of years. This book can feel intimidating because it's a heavy-duty read. But that's why you take classes here. We'll break it down for you. So, not just reading it changes me, but it actually deepens my understanding about life, which in turn causes me to feel freer, more peaceful, and just generally happier, even though life can be filled with all kinds of crazy things that happen in this world. We see them happen, unfortunately, almost every day. I wouldn't want to live my life without knowing that there's only one thing happening here. Please join me in prayer. Take in a nice deep breath. I have such great gratitude for this beautiful teacher, Ernest Holmes. Teachers, and for Reverend Edward Vioun and the way he has helped us break down these first 4 chapters. Such great gratitude for these universal principles that I choose to lead the way of my life. So grateful for this community and our doors being open so that we can come in and have these deep conversations, that we can take responsibility for our lives, which in turn helps us create the life that we've always wanted. Mostly I'm grateful that there's only one thing happening here. In this moment, I call it God, God, and only God. And it's everywhere, in everything. It's in the musical notes. It's in the hum of the heater. It's in the chairs that we sit on and the branches of the trees that are naked for winter and the snowflakes falling in the mountains. It's everywhere. In every animal, every sentient being, every joy, every circumstance, every challenge, everything happening on this human level that is all filled with the divine. So knowing that there's only this one thing happening here, I know that I am the great I am. I can never be separate from that which I am. And I know this truth for everybody in this room, online, either in this now moment or listening later, that we are divine emanations of this power, presence, of the one mind, the divine mind, these spiritual principles that we know and love, that we use to create a world that works for everyone. Within this united way that we come together, I claim and know for this world that there is a peace that goes beyond all human understanding, that we get to hold for our United States of America and all these other countries. That we get to know there's a divine plan in the works, and we get to trust it wholeheartedly, even when the elusive world at large looks like it's broadcasting something totally different than love. I know that for all of us in this room that are healing in some way or another, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, we come back to the basic principle of oneness, that our thoughts are creative, that we are truly living, breathing hands and feet of the one. So I give you a moment to say your name and add it to this field of prayer and the ones that you're wanting prayer for. You can say it silently or out loud, whatever works for you. Add to this prayer field, because it's ready, it's listening, it's vibrant. Cindy, Mom, brother, my family, my community, the Olsen family, the Hatch family, Theresa, practitioners, leadership. Yes, yes, yes. Within this prayer field, the universe, God, Spirit, has received the request. And the answer is always yes. Yes, this and so much more. So as the believers, we believe prayer is done now. And for this, I have such great gratitude and thankfulness for this time in prayer, for the remembering of these principles of the first 4 chapters, for this amazing man that wrote this book that I love, Science of Mind. We release it. We release this time, this prayer, into these laws, into these principles, knowing before it was even said, it was done. Done now. Done in a magnificent way. And we anchor this by saying together, and so it is, Amen. Ashe. Thank you. So it's our time of circulation, and I don't know if you noticed, but out front we have a little raffle going on, and if you missed it, it's coming up to the front. Basically, Jackie, she's an amazing woman who got this donation from Trader Joe's. It's a basket of all kinds of amazing Trader Joe's goodies. What was the value, Jackie? It's $50 plus. There's all kinds of goodies in here, and a gift certificate, and all kinds of stuff. We're asking $5 for a raffle ticket. So, Renelle, is there
5 for 20.
or 5 for 20, and she's going to be around the room because we're going to draw the ticket today. So,
I'm going to set it right here.
we'll set it right here. She'll be around the room if you want to buy a ticket. I know a lot of people already did, but we're going to draw it today. You get to go home with all these goodies. So our time of circulation, the first thing I like to say is thank you. So this is how we get to practice our abundance consciousness. And abundance is a very watchword for the universe. It is the universe's response to our belief in scarcity or in overflow. So this is how I practice my practice, you guys. when this year was coming and it felt like, ooh, I might have less budget than I had last year, my mind went to, ooh, I need to dial it back. But I said to myself, Rev Cindy, that's not abundance consciousness. So instead of turning it back, I turned it up. And that's how I practice my abundance consciousness. I'm not asking you to give away your rent money. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying, hey, maybe go to Starbucks one less time a week and turn it up a little bit. But whatever you give helps us co-create this community. To have this room, to have our music program, to have special events and speakers, to have things like Be Jedi. So thank you all for contributing so that we can have this wonderful community. Thank you, Ruth, for bringing up these gifts. And we're going to bless them by outstretching our heart through our hands and repeating after me. I am so blessed.
I am so blessed.
We are so blessed.
We are so blessed.
We know. As we give, it comes back. Multiplied abundantly. We are so blessed. And so it is.
All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. I've been set free, I'm released. I've been set free, I'm released. The burden of my past has gone away at last. I've been set free, I'm released. More than I need comes to me. More than I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. More than I need comes to me. More than I need comes to
Okay,
We're gonna do-
we're gonna do the drawing real quick.
So we have 2 more tickets being bought, so
Okay, hang on one second. Last call, last call. Last call for Trader Joe's. And I'm going to have Renelle pick the ticket because I bought some tickets. I don't want to pick my own ticket. We'll let someone else pick the lucky ticket.
so hold on. All right.
Okay, here's the winning ticket. 507 397. All right, yes. Way to go. John. Yes, yay, John. Way to go.
All right, we're going to hear another song from Mary Tebbs.
I have another confession. I am pure spirit. Yes. Which means you are pure spirit. And what I know about pure spirit is it knows how to shine, everybody. In this time of weary conversations, when the news leans toward our slow decline, I'm gonna shift my focus to elation and find the magnificence in me and let it shine. That's right. I'm gonna shine.
I'm gonna shine.
Breathe fully in and out. I'm gonna shine.
I'm gonna shine.
Bright in the here and now. I'm gonna shine. And spread love all throughout. I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna shine. That's right. And if I'm feeling sad or scared or angry, I'll choose a creative way to be with the vibe. And I'm gonna recognize I don't need to change me and revel in the lovely gift of being alive. And I'm gonna shine.
I'm gonna shine.
Breathe fully in and out. I'm gonna shine.
I'm gonna shine.
Bright in the here and now. I'm gonna shine. And spread love all throughout. I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna shine. That's right. No need to wait too long. You can start here and now by singing clear and strong and affect the world with knowing how to shine. Breathe fully in and out. I'm gonna shine. Breathe love all throughout. I'm gonna shine and spread love all throughout. I'm gonna shine, I'm gonna shine, I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna shine, breathe fully in and out. I'm gonna shine, breathe fully here and now. I'm gonna shine and spread love all throughout. I'm gonna shine, I'm gonna shine, I'm gonna shine. That's right. I'm gonna shine, I'm gonna shine, I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna shine, I'm gonna shine, I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna shine. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mary Tebbs. And thank you, Reverend Cindy, for that message today. I love the refresher course in Science of Mind. It's good. But I agree wholeheartedly. I didn't like reading that text. I didn't. But it was really fun to take that foundations class, to go through the text anyway and discuss it with my soon-to-be friends I've had for 30 years. So, I encourage you to take a class. There's that online class, Four Agreements, great book. Thank you, Selena, for making that available to us. Monday nights, right? Online only, 7 o'clock. And then coming up soon, another class, Reverend Cindy. Look forward to that. End of February, that's right. If you'd like a prayer after service, remember practitioners are across the hall. Then we have our spiritual practice downstairs, down in the retreat center. Oh, that's always a lot of fun. Talk about some of these things that come up and put them into practice. So grateful for you here, and thank you for being a part of this community. Let's stand together and do, oh yes, choir rehearsal, yes. Those in choir, thank you, Renal. Choir rehearsal immediately following, 12:30. Got new music, that'd be fun. Thank you, Rich Smith, for being here. All right, back by popular demand. This is called Shine. 1, 2, 3.